It's like doing a core sample of a tree. If you see the rings, you can see what life was like in the 1980s or 2005 by what these malls look like.
We've seen Ajo, Arizona, Winters, California, Sioux Falls, South Dakota.
The story of the mall in America is a story about nostalgia. Nearly 70 years after their big debut, they're all but dead. What does that say about American values?
Flying over the country, as we've done at low altitude, you can really see how the geography has been shaped by different patterns of commerce and settlement.
Meet the Fallows. They've spent the last 6 years touring small American towns in their Cessna planes to report on how communities are changing.
After World War II, there was this misguided ideal of the suburban goal for American life, of people moving away from cities. Malls have been representations of what a new way of living would be.
Shopping can be fun.
This new way of living centered around shopping pleasure palaces. They came from the mind of an Austrian named Victor Gruen. He's been called the most influential architect of the 20th century because he invented the mall. Consumers began to abandon Main Street in favor of Gruen's creation, a collection of inward-facing shops centered around an anchor store.
Plenty of free parking, over 5,000 individual parking spaces.
For people who lived fairly near the mall, it was a great addition to their lives. Everybody would have something to do.
There's plenty to do and see.
Malls expanded across the country, and their design evolved as architects tested different ways to entice consumers. Terrazzo tiles were introduced in the 80s because developers thought carpet would slow shoppers down, and gradually increased lighting created the illusion of longer afternoons. In 1992, the Mall of America opened and featured a historic 5.6 million square feet of retail. By the mid-90s, malls were being constructed at a rate of 140 a year.
They were seen as a safe place where you could take your family or even let your kids roam a bit and not worry about them.
I remember being dropped off there as a kid, playing in the arcade, going to the food court. It was a communal space.
Pop culture of every decade solidified these hulking institutions as a symbol of American promise.
I love the smell of commerce in the morning.
All the action's on the other side of the mall.
But that was then, and this is now. After the Great Recession hit in 2008, malls were seen as a sign of rampant consumerism gone awry.
The whole culture of the mall changed after a while.
Parkway Center Mall will soon be closing down for good.
Mounds Mall will close April 1st.
Shoppers are calling it a ghost town.
And that's where the pressures that had been on malls for a long time suddenly became unsustainable. And you saw clearance sales, everything must go. You saw vacant malls. The dream of modern life is not a mall-centric, car-centric dream anymore.
Seth Lawless has obsessively photographed dead malls for more than a decade.
I could actually smell an abandoned mall before I'm even inside it. I just know that smell. It's like walking into a time capsule. It's emotional being in these places sometimes.
Do we still need our malls?
For a glimpse into the future, consider one of the largest companies on the planet, Amazon.
By 2020, there's expected to be over 2 billion digital buyers around the world.
The logistics business, which supports Walmart, which supports online stores, Amazon and others, it's taking over some former malls because those malls have a lot of space. They're near freeways. So the same force that was the mall's undoing is now in some places reoccupying some of the territory.
Other abandoned spaces are also getting a new life.
How many hockey people we got here today?
One of the country's first shopping malls will soon become an NHL training center. And disaster relief agencies regularly use empty stores and malls to provide assistance after natural disasters.
We have a lot of space, but America's really good at creating things in different spaces.
America has always swung the needle towards commerce, whatever is economically most efficient. If you have problems, leave them behind and find some other place and build something new there. This era of America, we're reconsidering both of those impulses. Efficiency obviously matters, but there are other parts of the entire social package that matter too. And you can't just keep moving to the frontier.
Amen.
I've never heard that from you before.
Well,
Thanks for watching. We hope you'll check out Our Towns on the Atlantic's website.
and we hope you subscribe to the channel.